In this video, we will show you how to sort and filter your music in Audirvana to customize the display, and also how to create smart playlists. Sorting means choosing the order of appearance of your tracks, albums, artists, playlists, etc. Let's look at the album of my library. I can see on top of my view they are ranked by album artists in ascending alphabetical order, A on top and Z at the end. You can click on the tag to change it or reverse the order. If this criteria is alphabetical, then you will see alphabetical shortcuts on the right side to reach a specific zone instead of scrolling. If some artists or albums are not located where you would like them to be, typically The Who being ranked at T instead of W, then you can select this artist or album, open the metadata editor, and change the Sort As field. Now, if I select tracks of my library, I can see they are ranked by ascending track title. Note that the ascending icon next to the title column also indicates that. I can also reverse the order or change the criteria simply by clicking on another column head. If you want to display another type of information, you can add columns. Right-click on this line and select a new criteria. You can resize columns and move them to the left or to the right. Sorting often requires more than one criteria. Let's open the sorting editor in the toolbar. This editor can be resized and moved around. It shows you exactly how this specific view is sorted with all the criteria involved, and allows you to precisely define the sorting rule you want to apply. Here I can see the first sorting criteria is album artists, as mentioned before. But for each artist, we also want the album to be presented by album title. This is our second sorting criteria. I can move it up to make it our first sorting criteria, or delete one criteria, or even add new ones. Those changes are not automatically saved. So if I select another view and then get back, my albums will be displayed according to the default sorting rule. I can also simply revert the changes I've made to get back to the default sorting rule. But if I want my albums to always be displayed this way, I can click on Save for All button to define a new default sorting rule for this specific view, in that case my local library albums. If I want to clearly separate the artists, I can select the Group Albums by Album Artist at the bottom. This creates sections for each artist, and I can expand or collapse the section to show or hide the album cover arts. In your local library, many criteria can be used to sort elements, but for other online content such as radios or streaming tracks, that depends on the criteria made available for sorting. So for your favorite tracks in My Music, for instance, the sorting options are more limited. Finally, when you select a playlist, by default you cannot sort its content because the playback order would be changed. Yet it's possible, but you have to confirm you want to sort also your manual playlists like your local tracks. Filtering means selecting certain elements in a view that match certain criteria, such as a specific audio format, release date, or genre, etc. In Audirvana, only the content of your local library can be filtered, as well as your streaming service, but only with genre filters. So let's click on the funnel icon in the toolbar to open the Filters editor. This icon is grayed out if you select a view that can't be filtered. This editor can be resized, moved around, and docked on the left or right side of the main view. Let's focus on the bottom section of the editor for now to create a new filter. You have to select a criteria and then the value or values you are looking for. The values available depend on the elements in your view. If there is no DSD track, this value won't be available as a file type. Now, let's say I want to display only FLAC tracks from a specific artist. I will add a new filter based on the artist name, then I add another filter, select file type, and FLAC to get my selection. Filters you define in your local library apply to local tracks and local albums. Another set of filters can be defined for artists. Note there is a little reminder next to the funnel icon with the number of active filters. The top section of the Filters editor helps you create smart playlists. They are a specific type of playlists, not manually edited, but automatically created and updated from your local library. This is done according to a set of rules you define to select the tracks you want in. Open the Playlist Manager and click here to create a new smart playlist, the icon with a little thunder. Name it and then press Return. You can see it appeared in your playlists and it is selected, so you can now define the set of rules. You first need to decide if you want to include tracks which comply with all the rules you define, one of them, or on the contrary, none of them, because you use the rules to define the tracks you don't want in this playlist. You can specify the values you are looking for. So you can look for tracks released after 1973, for example, which genre contains rock. And there you go. Check out the tutorial about playlists for more general information about how to create and use them. Thanks for watching.